Adam Gabel.
Guys, here, it's nice to be here. Thanks for sticking around. Don't worry, you will get used to me. I realized everybody else was doing stand-up comedy, and this is like I came up here to run some kind of anti-smoking PSA. I mean, I get it. It's not easy to laugh at a guy when he's giving off serious tracheotomy vibes. I can't help it. It's just who I am. I'm just a broke comic. Although last year, I did win a ton of money on this gambling app called TurboTax. I see some of you know this cool things. So my oldest daughter wants a new phone, right? And she's insistent that we get her an iPhone. She says that if we get her an Android, she's gonna be bullied at school. Right? But I was like, well, at least we know the bully is not gonna take your phone, right? Her younger sister, oh, she's so much easier to please, right? All she asked for was a backpack with her name embroidered on it, right? So we just started calling her Jan Sports. I knew that I was failing as a father, right, when my youngest started using air quotes. Even worse, she did it while describing me as a comedian. Don't laugh that hard back there. It's not very nice. I got a lot of hobbies, right? Like I'm taking a poll to see how many people actually like to participate in polls, right? So I call this dude up. I go, do you want to take part in a poll? He goes, no. I go, too late. Also, I invented a drink. It's champagne mixed with seltzer. It's called the Too Many People Showed Up for New Year's. Also, I'm allergic to cat hair. I'd get a hairless cat, but I'm also allergic to being creeped out all the time. So instead, I got a dog. My dog's a rescue. Yeah, I rescued him from whoever let him go in that dog park. So I got him a dog house, although it's more of a dog cave, you know what I mean? Like a man cave, but for dogs, right? I got him a doggy recliner. There's a little doggy pool table. On the wall, I put a picture of me and my buddies playing poker. It's all right, some of these jokes come with Cliff Notes. I'll be selling them after the show to put my kids through college. When I was little, my favorite animals were Care Bears. If you guys don't know, Care Bears, the little cartoon bears. They got a symbol on their stomach that corresponds to their name, right? Like Tenderheart Bear has a heart, Cheer Bear has a rainbow, Good Luck Bear has a shamrock. The only one that's different is Regrets Bear. She has a Chinese character on her lower back. All right, kudos to all the women there who didn't get offended at that joke. I saw this one dude, he had a tattoo that said, "Imagine." And I was like, oh, so you want me to pretend you got a better tattoo, right? I like Costco. I get all my electronics at Costco because they have a great selection and bad security, so. I always wanted to live in one of those apartments where the elevator opens right up into your living room, right? You guys, you know what I'm talking about, right? That's why for a while, I moved into my building's lobby. It's one for the Cliff Notes. I don't think you guys, this is a hard job, people. I don't think you guys realize just how hard this job is, right? Like last night was so quiet, I heard this lady in the front row unwrap a lozenge. right? But then she offered it to me, so. She was just trying to be helpful, I suppose. Although I get it, I'm not like other comics. I mean, you guys see other comics, you're like, oh, why didn't I think of that? This whole audience is looking at me like, why would anyone think of that? I remember one time after a particularly difficult show, this dude comes up to me, he goes, hey man, I just want you to know, I thought you were funny. And I was like, thanks dude, but maybe next time, don't lean on the I so hard. You know, what you could have said is, I want you to know, I thought you were funny. He goes, no, I think you misunderstood me. What I meant was, before the show, I thought you were funny. Now I'm not so sure about that. But I did come up with a great new way to make a ton of money in comedy. So check it out. So for 99 cents, I will text you a joke to your phone every day. Right? And then for $100, I will stop doing that. So again, dude, don't laugh that hard at that one. That joke. You guys seem like a cool crowd. If you like what you're hearing from me tonight, I want you to check out my podcast. Yeah, I got a podcast just like everybody else. My podcast is called Aardvarks. Yeah, Aardvarks. It's #1 on iTunes if you sort alphabetically, right? One time I had to jump off of a moving train. That is why you should not take mushrooms at the Transit Museum. It's a drug joke for you squares in the back. I do a lot of drugs, I mean, obviously based on all of this. But I can't smoke weed in my apartment, right? Because I don't want my neighbor to know that I've been buying from somebody else, right? And I stay away from edibles, because those things take forever to kick in, right? Like, I remember like 2 months ago, my best friend gave me a pot brownie. That thing didn't hit me until just now. That's cool. I'm about to do a bunch of edibles jokes. Some of you guys won't understand them at first, but then in like 15 minutes, they're all gonna hit you at the same time. These days, my weed delivery method of choice is the vape pen. I like the vape pen because it's the closest you can come to smoking weed and spraying air freshener at the same time. Trust me, Cherry Berry Kush is a way better smell than single dad's apartment. Oh, I realized I forgot to tell you that I was divorced, but I bet you guys all figured it out by now. So I am dating again. I'm trying to catch myself up on the sexual techniques that I've missed in the last 15 years. Have you guys heard about this new thing called her needs? Where's the guy who doesn't get the joke? Every show, there's one dude looking at his lady like, what are you laughing at? That's usually the girl I go up to after the show. But I don't bother with dating apps though, because no woman on Tinder is on Tinder because she's looking for an out-of-work comedian who's a divorced father of 2 and sounds like Jewish Batman. You guys have been a super fun crowd. Listen, I'm gonna hang out for a while after the show. Come by, take a pic, tell me what you liked, tell somebody else what you didn't like. I don't need to hear that shit. But do me a favor, if you see me on the street and you're like, oh, hey, look, there's that comedian that made me want to clear my throat for a week and a half. Do me a favor, don't fucking talk to me, okay? No, it's not you, it's me. See, I don't know any of you, and I just don't do well when I don't know somebody. Like one time at a party, this dude came up to me and said, if you had a time machine, how far into the future would you go? I was like, well, that depends. How long do you expect this conversation to take? Because I would like to go that far into the future. Listen, you guys have been a fantastic crowd. I'm Adam Gabel. Enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you so much. Sports.